What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sally with Hostile Synergy.
Yes, sir.
We got Mark in the building.
Second mic.
And my dog, Benji Cobain. Say what's up.
What's going on?
For sure. So we got a dope-ass interview today. Another Orlando creative.
Yep.
Let's just start from the top. Where were you born? And what was it like growing up, like
I'm glad you asked that. 'Cause
elementary school, like youngin' type shit?
That's actually something I've never actually talked about in person. So I don't even know if y'all know this. I know I've known you guys for some years, but I was born in Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the middle of the country. Like I don't even know what the fuck's really out there.
Mm-hmm.
My pops was military, so I
Moving
was
around a lot?
a lot. So I was born in Kansas City, Kansas. I moved 2 months after I was born to New Jersey, I want to say, for like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I was born, but I've been pretty much all over the states at this point. Yeah. But elementary school.
Yeah, like where were you in elementary type?
I was in Northern Virginia, about 30 minutes outside DC. So I went to a small ass school called Cherry Run Elementary. But I went the whole time while I was there. That's the longest.
Like all 5 years?
Yep, that's the longest I've ever been at one school. So,
Damn.
yeah. Yep. That was my childhood in Northern Virginia. But
What type of activities were you into, like within those years?
Sports
Mainly?
I did like chorus and shit like that too, so the music was there. But I was really focused on sports when I was out there, so like baseball, basketball.
Yeah, that's
Stuff
kind of
like
shit
that.
I was on in elementary school too.
Yeah. So
What type of music were you like listening to back then? Like, what was like your first memory maybe of like like a fire song you listened to?
Memorable moment of music.
Who put you onto it? What genre?
really, it was hip hop from the jump.
Yeah, me too.
But no one really put me on. I was just kind of a YouTube kid, so
For real?
I searched around listening to 50 Cent, Eminem,
Oh yeah,
Wayne.
on the computer.
Yes, yep. My dad's fucking office computer. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's where it started. Shit, how old was I when
Yeah,
this
like-
happened? It was whenever Eminem put out fucking Recovery. So that was a minute ago.
Yeah.
Was it 2012 or
No,
like
no.
2008?
It must have been earlier than 2012.
8 or 6 maybe?
Yeah.
It was
It
somewhere.
sounds-
It was in between there somewhere. I want to say like 10, something like that. Yeah, because I was probably about 8 to 10 years old, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I fell in love with hip hop for real. But before that, even my brother had put me on to like punk and heavy metal and shit like that.
Really?
Rock music. Yeah,
At a
my dad was big on rock, so that's
okay.
that's kind of what I grew up on. Yeah.
That's the type of shit he was listening to.
Yep, that's where the Cobain comes from in my name.
Oh,
I'd say.
really?
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. Well, what about where Benji come from? Money?
No, my middle name.
Oh, really?
Yep, my middle name is Benjamin.
Oh, so you just combined the two?
Yeah, it's also kind of a family name. So it's funny, bro, because back when my name was Heartbreak Eamon, because that was like one of my original names. People used to call me Heartbreak Benji all the time. I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
Really?
that's not my name, but it's funny because it is now.
Yeah.
Kind of conformed into that over time. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So what was it like going into middle school? And like, did you move from then?
Yeah. Started middle school in Northern Virginia, like Braddock Secondary School. Big ass school, like over 5,000 kids.
Big upgrade.
Yeah, huge compared to elementary school.
How'd that make you feel?
Um,
Like going to middle school for me was like just a whole new world, you know?
Yeah.
I was young as hell, nervous.
yeah. I kind of just blended in,
Oh,
so
okay.
it didn't really bother me too much at that point in time. But halfway through my first year, 7th grade, because in Virginia, they start middle school in 7th grade instead of 6th. I know that's pretty common around.
Yeah, I hear that before.
Yep. But I moved to Massachusetts in the middle of that year, and from a school of 5,000 kids to like 150 kids.
Really?
Yeah, because I was on a military base at the time. I was on Hanscom Air Force Base,
Oh, okay.
and
So only the military kids you're going
only the military kids. So like my first day of school, everybody already knew who the fuck I was. That was more of a woman than going to a school of 5,000 kids. I'll tell you
Really?
that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
You didn't feel like more comfortable with it just being like, you know?
Over time, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got to know everybody and found my little clique. And
But it's just like a vast difference between like being a little fish in this big sea to being like You know,
everybody
like 5
knows-
people in a class or some shit like that.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 15 max.
Yeah.
That's how those classes were. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, that was.
I can't imagine that. That would be so.
It was
interesting.
weird. It was a
Yeah.
weird transition for sure. But no, I made my friends out there, and I talk to way more people from Massachusetts than I do from Virginia. I don't really keep up with many people. That's the thing about being a military kid is like you meet people and
Yeah.
you know that in 2 years you're not gonna know.
Don't make too
these
many
people.
long.
I've
long-term
noticed
exactly.
relationships.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's because you're always moving and shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's just your lifestyle.
Yeah. It'll make you mature faster, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I've noticed that with other kids
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Mhm.
it seems like they already have that look where it's like, yeah, we are friends, but like, I know this shit ain't gonna be forever.
Yeah.
Do you think that made you more sociable when you got older, started moving more? Where is it easier to make new friends?
I'd say so, just because I don't know. I was pretty quiet in elementary school and shit. But after moving so many times after
Yeah.
that, yeah, I definitely started to come out my shell a little more and open up faster. You know. Yeah.
What type of shit were you exploring in middle school? Like activities and music wise.
So I was still really into sports at that point. I started writing songs, I want to say in 8th grade, something like that.
Mhm.
But
Still sports.
still sports for the most part. After moving from Massachusetts was actually when I really dived into music because I moved to Huntsville, Alabama, right? I hope nobody gets mad at me for saying this, but I did not like living there. like at all, bro. Like
What's wrong with it?
people are racist as fuck. Not everybody. I'm not gonna generalize.
But it's like a white trash town.
Uh,
Maybe not white trash.
it was like a classy trash town, you know. Like
Okay.
the school that I went to was supposed to be like #1 in the state. I went to Huntsville High, and like
People are still
by
redneck
far,
though. And
it was
stuff.
by far the worst school I've ever been to.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, motherfuckers getting in fights every day, bro. So for one thing, my little sibling was bullied when they were in like 4th grade.
Mm.
My little sibling's Asian, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. But nah, like I really saw like that was the first time in my life I'd really ever experienced like real racism, you know,
Against her.
against anybody.
Uh-oh.
Like I'd never seen that before in Virginia
Firsthand.
or Massachusetts or anything like that. But I was sitting at lunch alone for like the first 2 weeks of school, right? And I didn't mind it. I was like, I knew I was only gonna be there like 6 months. Like, my
Yeah.
pops had already told me what it was. But I sat there alone for like 2 weeks, and then black dude comes up to me, asks if I want to sit with them. I'm like, fuck yeah, you feel me? I've been sitting here alone for 2
Yeah.
weeks, nobody to talk to, low-key losing my mind. And as I sit at that table, some white kid, fucking
Oh, wow.
khakied out, polo on, walks up and asks if I want to sit at his table. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. And I didn't really think too much of it at the time.
As you sat down with
As
them?
I sat down, you feel me?
You just
I
go with
really-
the first pick or something.
I was just like happy
Honestly,
to
I would-
have
yeah.
someone notice me.
Honestly, I would have
for
took up
once,
the
you feel
first
me?
offer anyways.
Exactly. But fucking seeing that shit, like I didn't even think too much of it at the time, but like a couple months later, I'm like, yo, that was pretty fucked up. You feel me? Like that was the first time in my life I'd really seen that type of shit. So
Yeah.
it was an eye opener for sure.
Did that click in your head like what it was? Like,
Not initially.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I never experienced no shit like that. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's like it's not really like that up north, bro, but like
down
dirty
south,
boy.
yeah.
You feel me? Yeah.
But it's weird because at least from my like experience in Florida, I feel like it's not. Maybe we're more in the city, but like it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
It's, I
not-
feel
not
like
around here.
Yeah, people are kind of like a little bit more understanding because it's so diverse.
Yeah.
Orlando's
For sure.
a very liberal area though.
Yeah. That's true.
But I feel like Florida is different than like it's not a part of the rest of like the South, the
Uh-huh.
redneck South. It's like
It's not like a Alabama, like a.
I feel
But
like
I'm sure there's
Florida-
areas.
I mean, I think it's because all the way back to when we were like still conquered by the Hispanics, and then the states just north of Florida had American racism.
But you can definitely still go out into the cut, like Geneva or
That is
out
valid.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's definitely rednecks, but
Yeah,
Nah, don't get
It's
me
not
wrong.
everybody.
You drive 45 minutes away from here, you're gonna see it.
yeah, for sure.
That is valid,
You're gonna see
yeah.
some shit. But I feel like Florida, we don't even really like, or at least not Orlando and Tampa and Miami. We don't really consider ourselves the South, you know?
Nah.
Which is kind of weird because we're like the farthest south that it gets.
Definitely.
yeah.
But nah, I ain't gonna lie though. When I moved to Atlanta, I noticed like, yeah, we do have a lot of Southern culture down here. But I feel like people that are from here don't really think like, oh, this is the South. You
Yeah.
know? Because we think of like yee type of shit.
Yeah,
when we
what-
think
what-
of the South. You know
Yeah,
what
for
I mean?
sure. Like country shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was that first song you wrote? Like if you know what was it type shit. You don't really gotta.
It was some corny shit
For sure, obviously. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be the most fire shit. But
What was the vibe though? Was it like rap or rock?
It was rap shit.
Lil 16 or what?
A little more than that, I say.
Okay.
I'd made like a couple songs, but the first song I actually put out and like remember putting out, don't laugh at me. It was called Goodnight Rhymes, right?
How old are you?
Barely 14.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just bought a little fucking shitty ass microphone off Amazon,
For sure.
and I had a producer at the time named Dan Hendricks, and him and I were working together. That was like the first person to really believe in my shit. So like I still talk to him to this day. Yeah, that was like the moment I was like, okay, someone fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really show anybody my shit locally yet, so I was just posting on YouTube, and he found me, or maybe I found him, one or the other. But we started working together, put out a couple tracks, and that was my first song, and it got probably like 50 views.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, what'd you think of it? Like putting it out, you know, just like the whole creative process for the first time.
I was excited.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it like, even though your first song's always trash, bro, like it always feels so good, like listening to that shit.
Because at the time it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I thought, I was like, yeah, I'm finna blow.
Yeah, I know. That's what we all think,
Looking
bro.
back on that shit now, I was like, that shit was some hot garbage.
For sure.
Yeah.
Gotta tap that.
Was that when you were in Orlando when you first released the song?
That was when I first moved to Orlando. Yeah. Yep. I'd been making music for probably 7-8 months before that, but that was the first song I ever put out, was when I first moved to Orlando, before I'd even gone to school.
But you
here
were
or
just
anything.
recording?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Did you like record more songs before you dropped that one? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was it like a
Couple.
backlog song already prior to the drop?
No, I made that one and I pretty much just
And then
put it
you
out
knew,
almost
like, I want to
immediately.
drop this
Yeah, I
one
want
as
to
the
drop
first
this
one.
one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't show anyone my music locally for probably another year and a half, and that's when I started going to school out here.
Yeah, what was it
And
like transitioning over here?
I liked it way more. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just came from Alabama, and that shit was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But moving here was wasn't a culture shock. It was more of like I started to find my vibe.
I mean, that was high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
starting to
freshman
find
year,
yourself.
sophomore year or some shit like that. But I met my homie Carlton, and he was like the first person in person that was like, yo, bro, you got fucking talent, like you can do this shit. And that's when I started showing people my stuff locally, and it started to get like a little tiny buzz. Not for a while, but I put out a song called "Lie to Me." It was like an R&B track, and I think it's still out on YouTube somewhere. You could probably go find it.
That one.
But yeah, you could probably go find it. It really wasn't a bad song. My quality just wasn't up to par yet. But he was the one that like convinced me to like really go for it. You know what I mean? Like I'd always kind of wanted to, but I didn't have the confidence for it yet. Yeah.
So how long from your first song being put out did you like have a little bit of confidence in yourself? Like how long from then?
Probably about 2 years.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
Yeah, most people say around like a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
Before you actually start getting a hang of the shit.
Yep. Because I've been writing for a while, and like I thought my shit was dope, but I also know that people got their own opinions, so I didn't. I guess when I was younger, I gave a fuck about what people would think about my shit.
Yeah,
and that's what kind of held me back from putting shit out. I wish I just had like that fucking crazy confidence for no reason when I was younger, like some artists do now. Like I see kids from the city now putting out some shit, and they're convinced that like they already made it. You know what I mean? But,
and I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes you gotta have that attitude, or at least like partially, because
100%.
First, you know, you gotta believe it before everybody else.
Everybody else does,
but yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
having confidence is important.
It took me a while to find that, but like seeing kids from the city do that shit now, it's like, all right, your music might not be for me right now, but shit, it's for somebody. Like you got that confidence. I know somebody out here gonna see your vision. Maybe I don't, but somebody will. And that's more important than what the fuck I think. You know
for sure. That's another lesson I had to learn, was like really like giving a fuck about other people's opinions. Like it really don't mean shit. Like even like I want to say you have to give a fuck about your family's opinions, but like some people don't even give a fuck about that.
Like, what did Nipsey said at one time? He said, like, would you rather be at war with the world and at peace with yourself, or at peace with yourself and war with the world? You know what I mean? And like, I definitely try to apply that attitude now. I have been for some years now, but no, I definitely did give a shit about what people thought.
Of course. I mean, you were a little bit younger back then.
Yeah, for sure.
You think that was affecting your creative process more than even just like not releasing songs? Because even without releasing songs, you think you were thinking about like
no, honestly, I'd say it affects my creative process more now. As weird as that sounds, like I don't really give a shit about what people think of my music stuff, because I know like everybody's gonna have their own opinion. I really saw how fucking blunt people were about their opinion when I moved to Atlanta. Like they'd be honest, like, it ain't for me, but keep doing your thing, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like it's not that I care about what people think. It's like I can kind of see a different side of things and put something out that I wouldn't normally make.
That
you know what I mean?
Like almost something that has like a little bit more
a little more outside the box for me.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
like something that's still like original to your sound,
Yes.
but it's like expanding into a new sound where I feel like a lot of first time listeners might enjoy it more. Not that your old shit doesn't, but like, and I don't want to throw the word mainstream out there, but like I feel like it does have a little bit more like more
easily approachable,
more digestible maybe.
Yeah,
like I'm talking about the Indigo tape, and then like Vanish is another good one.
Yeah. Like it's still me, but it's not something I would normally put out. You know what I mean? Like, not something I would just be in my thoughts and get inspired to make. You know, it's like sometimes I'll hear a beat and be like, this is a little outside my comfort zone, but what can I do with it to make it appeal to somebody else? You know what I mean?
That's an interesting look.
Putting my little 2 cents in
instead of just saying like, nah, this ain't me.
Yeah, you know, like and that really opened up my perception of other people's art too. I'd say is like you kind of look at it from if you can kind of look at it from outside your own brain, you know what I mean, outside your own taste, like you'll see why people were drawn to make the type of shit that they do. You know, yeah, and that kind of ties into genre too. I think like not everybody's music taste is the same, of course. Yeah, but I see the appeal behind almost every kind of music now. Like
I do too. Like there's like one person likes that song, and that's for every type of music.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Tyler the Creator recently with his last album was speaking a lot on like the perspective and where you come from and how that might affect your like the way you look at music, and people got to stop being so 2D and like this is good, everything else is trash or some shit.
I hate when people say shit like that. Now it's like, oh, this shit just garbage. You know, I kind of am a hypocrite because I was saying my old shit was hot garbage. But it was hot garbage to me, but at the same time, it probably wasn't to somebody else. Yeah, you know, and that ties in with every kind of fucking music. You know, like not everybody likes heavy metal and fucking rock music or jazz or whatever.
Some people don't like mainstream music, like shit that sounds too crisp. But
not at all.
Yeah. What was your music taste like in high school?
A lot of everything.
Yeah,
it still is a lot of everything. But
would you say it kind of stayed the same throughout your life, like just mainly rap? I mean, I know you did say a lot of everything.
Rap, yeah. I'd say I probably listen to more R&B stuff than I do rap now.
Oh, really?
Even though I make mostly hip hop stuff. Yeah, maybe when I was younger, I listened to a little more hip hop. But even to this day, I still listen to rock and R&B and shit like that. But yeah, I'd say my music taste hasn't changed too much from when I was younger.
True.
It's expanded even more, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Memorable moment from high school?
It was out here. So this was when we were called HBK, the group, you know. Me, Hendrix, Leezy, Mook, Naldo.
The one year, like when me and Noah were sophomores and y'all were still there, like it was crazy seeing y'all.
Yeah, bro, that was before Noah was even part of. This was even before Noah was even part of the group.
I know, he was just meeting y'all.
Yeah. This might even been before that, but it was my senior year, I want to say, and we had put out a couple tracks that had got a good couple thousand views. You know, not just like 1,000, like a good couple thousand. People were talking about us and shit. I remember we were going to a party one night, And I told Hendrix, I was like, yo, we gonna see the signs tonight. I don't know why the fuck I said that shit, but like I just had a feeling, bro. Yeah. Exactly. And so we pulled up to this little house party, and I really didn't know like what to expect going in, because this was kind of out of our area, like where we usually hang out at. And so we walk in, didn't know a fucking person in there, right? Okay. So we walking in like single file line, just kind of like scanning the room, reading the room, and we walked into the garage. People playing beer pong, music playing and shit. Big ass white dude, drunk as fuck, starts like just looking me up and down, like sizing me up. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? You feel me? He walks up and he's like, you're that rapper guy. Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, HBK. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, where's Leezy Lee? I was like, he right there. And then, bro, the whole fucking garage started chanting HBK, HBK. That shit was a moment for me, bro. Yeah, that's when, they started playing our music and shit in there. Nobody told them to put it on or nothing, but that was the first moment I felt like the real local buzz. Bro, that's dope. That's a dope story. Yeah, that shit was a little overwhelming at the time. Yeah, I'll tell you that, because I don't know how I feel either, especially and then they just start fanning on you. Pause. Yeah, but like, but nah, you know what I mean. Like, I didn't mean to. What you mean. Yeah. I know what you mean. But it was it was overwhelming for sure. But it was. Oh, you said it was a what? It was overwhelming. Oh, I thought you said it was. I thought you said it was a woman. I was like, what? But what was it like graduating high school and realizing you had to like, like it's go time, like you had to, keep going and put the shit in action? I'll tell you, I feel like that moment didn't even really happen until a little after I graduated high school. Okay. I wasn't even supposed to graduate on time, right? I was fucking up, getting in trouble, and not really giving a shit about school. But really, Noah was like my main inspiration behind graduating high school, because like I remember I was with my girl and him in my truck in the junior parking lot, and we were just chilling. But my girl was getting on his ass about doing his school shit, because he was trying to say that like he was slacking too. Yeah, he was gonna say he was gonna drop out, get his GED and shit. Yeah. And my girl was like, no, you got to graduate on time. And he was like, is Josh graduating on time? And I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, that shit hit my soul. And then right after that, my homie Ant comes and knocks on the window of my truck and was like, you set to graduate? Because we're 2 weeks away. I was like, nah, I'm going to just do it during the summer or later or whatever the fuck. And he was like, bro, go up to the fucking office, talk to your counselor, talk about getting into Play-Doh. Yeah. Bro, thank God for Play-Doh. Nah, seriously, like the 18 credit program and shit? Yeah, I cranked out 11 credits in 1 week. It's graduated easy. On time. You used Brainly or you did it legit? I did it legit. Yeah. My mom was watching. But, I graduated and then I got myself in some more trouble. That was my real wake-up call. Like, okay, once I got out of that situation, once shit was cleared, my name was cleared, all that shit, that's when I was like, I gotta fucking focus up. Yeah, take this serious. Shit. Yeah, you feel me? Like, I ain't no kid no more. You feel me? Yeah, yeah, for sure. Once you run in the law and you're over 18 and they want to take it serious, throw the book at you. Yeah. It's no game. That shit ain't fun. What was it like moving or not? Well, did you move to ATL the first time you went there or no? No. I went out there. What was it like? Yeah, going there for the first time. Well, I've been there when I was a kid. I got family in like South Carolina and shit, and they're Braves fans. So we used to go out there every once in a while for a game. But when I was an adult going out there, Hendrix was already living out there, and we were already talking about moving in together and shit, and pursuing music out there. But went out there. My first time out there, right? Hold on, what was the question again? Real quick. The question was, what was it like? No. What was it like going out there for the first time? Okay. And then an extension to that is, how important is it to your career that you visit bigger cities like LA and Atlanta and shit like that? Okay. Yeah, so I was on the right track. So my first time out there, right? We pull up to a gas station. Haven't even seen where I'm about to move into yet, because I knew I was moving there for sure. But this was my first time going to see the actual apartment before, because Hendrix was already living out there, and I was gonna take the extra bedroom they had. And we pull up to the gas station, right? And fucking all black scat right next to us. Back then, Bro rolls down the window. He had to be younger than me, bro. He was probably like 17, bro, right? He's like, hey, y'all boys need some weed?
Yeah.
And one of my buddies was like, yeah, we need some. And I was like, nah, we good. You feel me? I was like, it's 3 in the fucking morning. Like, nothing good happens at 3 in the fucking morning. You feel me? And so we had to walk around this car to get into the gas station. And I see the motherfucker hop out the back passenger or the back driver's seat door, creeping, got his hoodie on, jumps in the Range Rover right next to them, grabs his bitch's purse and leaves. Like 2 seconds, bro. This is my first like 5 minutes in Atlanta. You feel me?
You just sitting there watching.
I was like, okay, yeah. We just kept it moving. But yeah, that shit that was why I was like, okay, motherfuckers don't play out here either.
Yeah,
or
can't get caught lacking.
Yeah,
that sound like some LA shit or something.
Yeah, that was a wake up. Like, all right, don't get yourself into no shit out here either. You know, like you got out of the city to get away from shit like that and focus up.
For sure,
that was a wake up call for sure. But moving there after we saw the apartment and shit, it was lit. It was a good vibes for those couple weeks I was out there before I went to go get my stuff. But me and Hendrix really kind of just had like a hub for artists to come stay out there for the time being, like if they were visiting the city and work with us.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Do their shit and have a place to stay and not have to pay for fucking hotels and shit. Yeah, because that's the thing about music, bro. Is like people don't realize like there ain't money in this shit like that.
Not unless you're making money.
Not unless you're
either broke or you're up.
Yeah.
Like
you're in the industry for sure.
Yeah, it's like you're either in the come up or
yeah. Especially now that streams like they don't provide as much values back before streaming was a thing. Like artists were making more. I mean, I've heard like these older
like sales and shit.
Yeah, compared to selling CDs or whatever, and actual album sales compared to just streaming numbers.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. I've never really looked into like the difference in between the two.
But I think maybe like Joe Budden was speaking on like other old school rappers still like, you know, doing it serious, like producing albums, and he was like damn near making fun of him, and a few other people. But usually, I mean, you're still gonna make money if you're streaming millions. Like Uzi's still bringing in a fat bag from streams and shit.
There is money in this shit. I shouldn't have said it like that.
But
like
relatively for people coming up, there really is.
For underground artists, like this shit a hard road, bro.
Yeah,
like,
and
you're gonna work your ass off outside the studio so that you can put money in the studio and not see nothing back from it for a long time.
A bigger point, I think, is like I follow this one dude out here who's doing music videos, and he's always shitting on people trying to like do like $500 running guns with his editing. He's like, nah, I charge like a rack at least because y'all don't want to put money in. That's the only way to see money out is to actually like invest in yourself. You can't expect to like not put money in and then see money.
Facts. That's definitely a big part. I say fucking marketing is almost more important than production. And
like paying for marketing, or do you think you can be your own like social media artist or you know, no. Like, you know, there's literal people who will manage social media manager. Like they'll own TikTok, Facebook, Reddit, fucking like everything, and they'll just control it for you.
Yeah. I'd say now it's a little easier to market yourself, especially with like TikTok. Yeah. The way that their algorithm works. That's definitely a very big part of the music industry now.
Yeah, it is.
But a couple of years ago, no, bro. Like before TikTok was a thing, like you
honestly
you had to pay somebody or you had to know somebody.
Yeah.
In order to really get your shit out there.
Definitely.
For sure. TikTok really changed the game.
Yeah, I feel like it's also important to have like multiple like parts of your business, you know, like the music, maybe have like merch, and then like some other like little side shit going on too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been focused on recently, because
I think making clothes would be dope.
I don't make clothes, but I sell clothes.
Like resell or what
type shit. Yeah, I sell vintage clothes. Like I go to the thrift stores, I find the drip, and I resell them for what they're actually worth.
True. Yeah. You ever like restore shit?
Yeah, clean them up, make sure they're good. Yeah, that's been one way I've been making a little bit more bread recently. Because when I was younger, bro, it was like I definitely had this. It's funny because I was talking about earlier how like I didn't have the confidence, but like I also had that belief in the back of my head that like this shit gonna work exactly how I wanted to when I wanted to. You feel me? I thought I would have had this shit rolling 3 years ago when I was 14.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When I was like, I'm gonna blow by the time I'm 18. Shit gonna be straight. This and that. Boy, you hit the real world and you're like, all right, it's obtainable, but it's gonna take a lot fucking harder work, and music ain't gonna be the only thing I do. And I'm glad that like I have that insight on it now, because I don't want to just do music, bro.
Yeah.
I want to sell clothes. I want to do other shit. I'm selling candles now.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
yeah. That's a random hustle that I have now, but that's something I started doing recently. I sell candles. What'd you say?
I said there's a little bread in that.
Yeah, bro.
You make your own?
Yep.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sir.
Like scented?
Yep. Vegan coconut soy wax, my boy.
In your
That's
crib.
some smart shit.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude.
I had someone come over recently who was speaking on like damn near doing that, just diversifying your hustles, because like theoretically, if you brought $250 in from like 4 jobs, you're making like $1,000 a week in passive income.
Facts. Yep.
And it's
Don't
all
put
like
your eggs in one
vegan and
basket,
shit.
you know what I mean? Like my pops told me that when I was younger, and I was like, nah, this music shit gonna work off the rip.
Honestly.
But then you see it. I don't know. Now that I've like seen the music industry and shit, it's like it's not what the fuck you think it is. Especially when you're a young age. You see motherfuckers in videos with fucking nice cars and
It's all rented.
women and all shit like that. But it's like they don't, like, most of these rappers don't have the type of money they say they do.
Yeah.
You know? And if they do, it's because they're doing some other shit too, not just music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to be more business oriented and not just music, you know.
You're gonna get the bread that way, trust me.
The music's the passion for sure, but like I know
that's the
probably
passion
not gonna
project.
be, I know that's not gonna be like my main source of income. That's what I've always wanted to do with my life, so I'm gonna do it. But I gotta make money too.
Of course.
You know?
I mean, it's real life at the end of the day.
Always been a hustler, so like not fully focusing on the music shit all the time has definitely made the music better, if that makes sense.
Thanks.
You know, gives me a little more to talk about for one thing, but also a little more money to put into it. Yeah,
It's gonna pay off eventually.
I know it.
What was it like recording the Lord Forgive Me tape and like working with Surf?
Oh shit!
And how old were you then? Because I think we kind of passed that. I'm not sure.
That's the one, bro. That tape right there, like
It's a banger.
I got that shit tatted on my ribs, bro. Like that
Lord
song
Forgive
right,
Me, I'm a sinner.
Yeah, that tape right there was really me trying to give the world a piece of me, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. That tape I started when I was 17.
Okay.
I think. Didn't finish till I was 18. That was a very, very developmental year of my life. I went through a lot of shit, lost a lot of shit, gained a lot of shit. But that tape was like me really trying to spill my soul into my music, like fully for the first time. You know what I mean? Because
the verses you put on were hard.
Yeah, I appreciate
and same
that,
with
bro.
Surf.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Surf snapped on that bitch. Yeah. Yeah, working with him, bro. Like I listened to him since high school. So it was a little surreal for me getting 2 tracks with him, because I got both. I don't know if you've heard Temperature Drop.
Yeah,
yeah. I got both those tracks at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't put Temperature Drop out for like a good minute.
Word.
Yeah, but when he sent me Stop, I was like, this the one, I'm gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
So putting that out was definitely insane for me. I was out on bond when I really finished the tape, so there was a lot of shit going on around that time, but like the music was the main focus at that point, because that was the only thing that really woke me up in the morning, because I was, like I said, I was going through a lot of shit. I just lost my car, my job, my girl, like a lot of shit. Fucked up family relationship.
Yeah, you were going through it at the time.
Yeah, thank God I was able to bounce back from all that stuff. But that tape was definitely like the first piece of me that I gave to the world.
Yeah, it seemed like the first. I mean, it is like the first and the most popular thing, but on your page. But it definitely seems like the first one you wanted to put your all into.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, EastOrlandoIndigo was definitely me trying to show a different side of myself.
I could see that. I could sound. Tell. Yeah.
Show like who I've grown into as a person, and put out more appealing sound, not just
that's what like what I was just saying earlier. Like it still has your original sound, but it is expanding into this like new, more appealing sound.
Yeah, I still haven't fully figured out where I'm trying, not fully figured out where I'm trying to go with it, but like I haven't fully figured out like how to capture the type of sound that I want to put out yet.
Yeah,
but
I feel you.
That one was like a stepping stone for me for sure. That tape opened a lot of doors for me too. EastOrlandoIndigo, especially in Atlanta. That was the one that most people knew me for out there. But Lord Forgive Me, I'm a Sinner definitely had a lot more. What's the word? I don't know, passion or realness to it. Like
you think so?
It was a lot more like my soul
from
in
the
that
heart.
one. Yeah, and then EastOrlandoIndigo was like me trying to fucking, I don't know,
like experiment.
Yeah, experiment for one, and
develop that sound.
Yeah. Just trying to, I guess, appeal more to an audience. You know, if that makes sense.
That's what it kind of seemed like.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, I think the Lord Forgive Me tape, it's fire. There is an audience for that, for sure. But I also think, you know, I hate to use the word mainstream, like I'm saying, but it has like just more of like I could show my sister or my mom and she might like it.
For sure. Why are you afraid to use the word mainstream?
Because some people don't like that shit. But I don't know if, you know.
I feel like it's almost in the way he's using a synonym for like easily digestible and shit.
Yeah, like radio music.
Okay, I get you.
But like, some people just don't like that shit. But, you know, I personally think if you're trying to get in this shit, you should be shooting for a mainstream sound or something that a whole bunch of mainstream consumers can listen to, because that's what it is.
I feel like the real way to get in the mainstream and like last in the mainstream is to bring something to the mainstream they haven't seen before. And that's what I'm working on. New sound. That's what EastOrlandoIndigo was. I'm trying to work on that, essentially. Like I don't want to be one of these artists that's around for a year.
And that's another thing. Copying other people's sounds, like you might actually get popping. Yeah. But like it's not gonna be like probably the most longevity. Like,
you feel me? Like
you might not even have the realest fans or shit.
Yeah. And like seeing that shit locally, people trying to appeal to that, and not appeal to that, but appeal to like how the mainstream sound is already.
Yeah. Instead of like trying to create a new mainstream sound.
Exactly. It doesn't last, bro. And like those people don't usually last, bro. Like I've seen so many people over the years get into music for a year and then be like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And that shit, like, it's sad but not surprising to me.
I mean, because it's hard, you know?
People don't know what the fuck really comes with this
shit. It's a real grind. It's not just a walk in the park.
Yep.
And it sucks because some of those people actually have potential. It's just like, you know, they end up finding different things in life, and that's just, you know.
Which, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, like, for real.
It ain't for everybody, bro. I already knew that when I started, bro.
For sure.
You know, but I'm trying to be someone who creates a career that's gonna last until I'm going off this world. You know what I mean? I'm getting a call from my manager right now. But yeah, bro. Sorry, where was I going with that?
We were just talking. I don't know, but I can throw you another question. I want to ask you, like, since we're on damn near the topic of like skyrocketing careers, we've talked a lot about Yeat's career, and our kind of ended discussions, like, especially since he wasn't the like origination for the plug and B sound, we kind of think it's like it's not gonna last.
You think so?
Especially just because, like you were saying, it's like he flew to #1 pretty much.
Yeah.
And we were gonna talk about a topic for the next podcast was that he's breaking records and shit. That like he broke one that hasn't been broken for I think like a decade or something. Just for like I forgot what it was, but a statistic. And it's like when you're breaking these milestones at such an alarming rate, I feel like you're only destined to go back downhill.
I don't know though, bro. Because look,
I missed the who are we talking about?
Yeat.
Oh, Yeat. Oh, okay.
I'll say Yeat. I'll say what was really developmental for his career is that like he saw what appealed to mainstream at the time, and he saw how he can make it better. So I think there's a possibility anybody could fucking fall. Drake could fucking fall off in 2 years for all we know. Probably not.
Yeah, that's a crazy take,
but Drake, but it's possible.
It is.
Shit like that's happened before.
It's not a steady ecosystem at all.
Yeah, but Yeat at the same time, I feel like he watches the game. You know, he is a student of this shit, and he could conform if he saw a way to keep it going that was outside of his box. He gonna do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's what Drake does.
Valid.
Think about Drake's music fucking 10 years ago. That shit sounds nothing like it does today.
Yeah,
nothing at all, bro.
I think his older shit's a little bit better, but
yeah, I mean,
you know,
it's changed a lot. So I get what you mean.
Definitely.
But I feel like he's become like the perfect like mainstream album sales.
Well, definitely. I think Yeat is always gonna have like his own fan base. But I know what you mean. In my personal opinion, I don't really fuck with Yeat's music like that. I think it's hard, but I don't know.
I'll be honest, I don't listen to too much of his shit.
It's not that good. It's
I respect his hustle.
Yeah, for sure.
He's talented. I'll say that. I mean, I've been knowing about Yeat for years, bro. Like way before he fucking blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when he was fucking with all the Slay Boys and shit like that. Like, Yeat was that motherfucker no one expected to blow up. I'll tell you that. Like, man, I don't know. I shouldn't say that because like I was never really a huge fan, but like I never saw that shit happening. But
I
when
think
he did, it made sense.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, he made it made sense.
Yeah,
like yeah,
for sure.
Respect for him doing that.
And he definitely like surpassed a lot of his peers from years ago. And
1,000%
in a crazy way too. Like that's why I said no one expected him to blow up, because I feel like people weren't even looking at bro like, oh, he gonna be the one.
He just got a diehard fan base, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Like people who really just fuck with his music, so they're gonna stream that shit regardless if 100%. You do or not.
Yep.
It was like a Juice situation that like
kind of
straight to like I feel like he flew to the top 10,
superstar in like 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I'd agree with you. Yeah, man, rest in peace to Juice WRLD.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only artist I've ever actually seen in concert.
Oh, so
how was that?
It was lit, bro.
What? Where?
Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I went out there in 2018, I think it was.
What was he performing at the time?
That was when he had dropped
the shit with Future.
No. That was before that. It was when he dropped fucking, what the fuck is that?
Death Race for Love.
Goodbye and Good Riddance. Yeah.
Damn, that was early.
Early. Like he had barely blown up yet, bro. Like
damn near his first like.
Was it still a big show?
It was pretty big. It wasn't like the type of size you'd expect a Juice WRLD concert to be.
Yeah.
But it was pretty big. I remember he had YBN Cordae open up for him before Cordae had even really popped like that.
Yeah.
You know. I remember seeing Cordae walk up to the show with one security guard and nobody saw him, bro. But I did, and I was like, "Hey, that's YBN Cordae." He was like, "What's up, bro?" And that shit was crazy for me because it was like I said, I'm a student of the game, bro. Like I look into what the fuck is going on in the underground and who's about to really go up. So seeing him. And like seeing how nobody even noticed him walking by,
versus where he's at he was now. A fan.
Yeah, you feel me? Like no, bro, he can't go out in public.
Nah,
you know what I mean? But
not.
Thinking about that shit, like that's inspiring for me as an artist, you know, because like that motherfucker, he knew he had it on lock.
I think YBN Cordae, he's definitely gonna last a while. Cause
for sure.
Yeah, not only does he have like a diehard fan base, but bro, he got ties in the industry, like. With the GOATs.
Oh, for real?
Know, like he's worked with Dre. He's worked with bro, he's up there, bro.
It's because he's lyrical. Like
Is Stevie Wonder the blind piano player?
Mm-hmm.
I think he produced on Bird's Eye View. Like he's got some crazy connects and shit.
I'm saying like Cordae is he's a student of the game, bro.
Yeah.
Thinking about where he's come from YBN to where he's at now, he's just Cordae now. You know what I mean?
For real.
But I ain't gonna lie, he's the only one that's still kind of
popping. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah,
it is because I think he's just like has the love for it as well.
Oh yeah, bro,
honestly, it seemed like it seemed like what's his name, Almighty J and
Namir.
Yeah, Namir. I feel like they both kind of did just kind of drop it a little bit. Like they haven't really dropped anything big. I mean,
recently.
Yeah,
I'd agree. I'm sure they're still getting money, but they're not doing the music shit like they used to. I'd agree. Yeah.
What was it like?
Oh shit! I was like, what the fuck?
What was it like making Vanish and linking up with Kevin Kazi?
Adam, you sound a little sus.
I know. Hey, hold on though. If I would have just been like, what was it like hooking up with Kevin Kazi? Would you have thought anything else?
Is that how you pronounce it?
No, it's Kazi.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. But that like same type of shit I said with Surf. Like I've been listening to Kevin since I was in high school, and so I met him. He a cool ass motherfucker, genuine dude. Which you don't really see too often in
the industry.
Y'all recorded in real life?
No, we didn't record that in real life, but I met him after that. I actually got more music coming with him.
Dope.
Yeah. So but that record was
it was a good verse you put on that shit.
Yeah, you feel me? That track I knew I had something with that one. And he really just put the hook down and gave me room to fucking do what I do. So that was exciting for me, bro.
Yeah,
that was
yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, that was one of the tracks people really knew me for around Atlanta too.
Do you have any other features that would kind of stand out other than those two?
In the Vault.
Yeah, it seemed like I think those are all the big ones he got. I think he's got like a couple at the like 3 years ago.
Yeah, my brother Hendrick.
Yeah, I seen the ones with Hendrix. I seen the one with
Opus.
Yep. All my homies I grew up with.
Yeah,
like that,
Rich.
Yeah. But the rest are in the vault for the time being. But yeah, I do got some coming.
What was it like recording your first music video for Ladders?
That was not my first music video. That was the first music video I put out. But that one was fun. Ladders was fun as fuck because I had already kind of built a relationship with my bro who shoots my videos, my director. His name is I don't know if he wants me to put out his government, but he goes by Antemortem. Yeah, which means before death. So he's got a vision too. I respect his vision a lot. That motherfucker is a force to be reckoned with.
Nice with it.
Yeah, he nice.
Yeah, the video's hard.
Yeah. He introduced me to a lot of people I knew in Atlanta too. He introduced me to Vanity. A bunch of motherfuckers out there, but that video, like, I'd already kind of formed a good relationship with bro, so we had an idea for the video and we executed, bro, and it was fun. That was my second music video that I ever shot, so I kind of had an idea of what I needed to do behind the camera. But my first one, I want to tell you,
was that with Opus?
Oh, okay. No. My first one, it was also with
How old were you?
19.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was working at fucking Chili's at the time, right? And I was fucking sick of it, bro. I was like, yeah, I can't keep doing this shit. I need this music shit to work.
What were you doing there?
Right now, you feel me? Cooking. Yeah. I'll be chefing a little bit.
Yeah.
But sorry. I was about to do a video with another videographer. Like, I just decided that night I was gonna shoot a video. So I was about to do a video with another videographer. And I didn't really like his work like that, and he was being kind of iffy in the messages we were sending back and forth. So I was scrolling through Instagram, waiting on him to get back to me, and I saw Antemortem hit me up, or no, not hit me up. I saw him post, so I hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, bro, could you film for me tonight?" And he was telling me he was in another shoot. What did I want to shoot for? Send him the song. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull up right after this."
Oh, yeah. So
we shot that shit, but bro, I was overwhelmed because, like, I feel like most people's first music videos be like some little camcorder or one camera, whatever. Nah, this man had the setup. You feel me? It a little overwhelming. My first shoot was like
$1,000 camera.
Yeah, like multi-$1,000 camera with nice ass lights and shit like that. He had spots for me to go film at. So, like, I remember I was in one scene smoking a blunt, sitting on a wall, and I almost passed out. Really? I was so overwhelmed, bro. Wow. Yeah, Hendrix was holding the light. He was shooting. I couldn't see shit. I was smoking, trying to, like, keep it together, do this fucking video, and I almost passed out, bro.
Damn. Did you let him know or not? You just played it cool?
I just kept it moving, but it turned out okay. I might still put it out one day, but
still in the vault.
Yeah, that was for Like Us Like Me freestyle. That was my first music video, I guess, but I never put that one out. Sure. Just because it wasn't anything that he did. It was just I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I had the skill like of videos, you know.
Oh, okay. Wait, like how you acted in the video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
I not just feel like
energy. Yeah, exactly. I didn't feel like I had the energy that I actually do in real life yet.
True. Once you get that camera confidence, it it helps for sure.
And it did. That's why Diamond Rings I was lit for.
Yeah. I like that video.
But those were just kind of run and gun videos, bro. I'm really trying to make like movies.
Yeah, you know? Like something with a little story behind it.
Yeah, exactly. So I got ideas. He's stationed in Atlanta anymore, so it's been a little harder to link up and shit. So I'm definitely open to working with more directors too. But that's my bro. That's always gonna be family. You know what I mean? So. For sure. I know that him and I will work again one day.
Facts.
But I'm looking for the up and coming.
That's what I was gonna say. And if anybody is recording, hit him up.
For Atlanta, bro, check out BT Films.
BT Films.
I'll show you his Insta.
He from out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And his shit's pretty fire.
Yeah, show me that
charging, but for underground, like having less than 10K followers, I feel like he's got definitely like major industry level, damn near, you know, editing skills.
Yeah, I've been looking for people like that locally, but I've hit up a couple other directors too. I talked to Moldy, who shot Hendrix's recent video for Latchin. That motherfucker going up. I don't know if y'all know about him. I ain't gonna say too much about him, but he a hidden gem in the industry.
I mean, all of Hendrix's videos are fire too.
Yeah.
Both.
And ZX3 too. Yeah,
ZX3.
Yep. Used to live with her. That's family too. So I'm sure we'll work together one day. Yeah.
Really? That his girl was the one doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's dope.
Yep.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, I think Hendrix did say though that like he's gonna have another video drop with him.
Yeah. Yeah, with Modi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got a lot more stuff coming. I promise you that.
Yeah, I think we asked about the
Modi
video.
is for real a hidden gem in the industry. Like he do a lot of shit. Like you remember that recent dancehall album that Drake dropped? Yeah, he made the cover art for that shit.
No way.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Shit like that. He did the video for Kendrick.
Damn.
And he's still humble as fuck from what I've seen. I've never met him in person, but from what I've seen, he a humble ass dude.
Not the deepfake shit.
What
do you mean for Kendrick?
What was the video where his fucking face was changing?
Yeah, that one.
I think that was the one.
I think that was the one. Crazy.
Yeah, he did editing on that. Yeah.
Damn. That's some dope shit.
Yeah,
that was a crazy music video.
At least I think I might be thinking of the wrong video, but that's what I heard. Yeah. So Modi, I've been talking with him a little bit. ZX3. Yeah, I need more directors and videographers. I got a lot of shit going on right now, so the music, I ain't gonna say it hasn't been like the number one priority, but I'm kind of trying to get shit in order to make that the number one priority. So it's still front of my mind, always the main focus, but I haven't had much time to invest in videos and shit like that in recent time.
I mean, you'll get around to it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've been brainstorming though. Believe that. I
mean, no, that's good. Like, even if you're not working, like, keep planning, keep manifesting. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a very crucial part of it. You know, that's where it all starts. You know,
in your head,
in your fucking head. You feel me? And I've been brainstorming. I've been making music too. So I got a couple tracks that I made recently that I'm like, I got an idea with this. I might not necessarily have the budget to do it right now, but I know that one day I will. So I'm kind of keeping a lot of shit in the vault right now.
Do you mix all your own stuff?
Yep. Everything.
From the start?
From the start. Yeah.
Have you been doing that since the start?
Since the start. Yep.
Damn. What kind of DAW you be using?
I'm very, very, very fluent in FL Studio. I know Ableton, a little bit of Pro Tools, a little bit of Logic. I can pick up anything pretty fast, but FL Studio is where I feel most comfortable, I'd say. Yeah. I plan on opening up my own studio out here in a year's time. I know I was telling you a little bit about that before we started this conversation. But that's really what I'm focused on right now, because I realize I don't really just want to be another fucking recording artist. I want to be a main building block to my city, bro. I want to be able to put on for the youngins that didn't have the type of opportunity that I had to learn this shit and have a place to record and feel comfortable recording, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I started in my fucking bedroom, in my closet, just watching YouTube tutorials on how to mix and shit like that. So, yeah.
Is that why you rep for the Oh So Hard? You just like fuck with the scene? Because for someone not being bored here, you like, it's in like every other song.
Home, though, bro. Yeah, this is my home for sure. I lived out here for 9 years, bro. So it's like, this is where I say I'm from, you know?
Yeah, no,
depending. Really nobody that can tell me I ain't from out here, because like that's where I live so damn long. I done made a movement in the scene out here. Yeah. So this is my city for sure, and I want to be that building block that pieces everything together. Because I will say, living in Atlanta, one thing that I definitely saw, I'll say the O has just as much talent as Atlanta artists have. You know what I mean? But one thing they are so much fucking better at doing is networking together and actually building shit.
Yeah.
Because like, think about fucking Baby, Gunna, Thug, Future. Every fucking artist out there got ties to another artist.
And they're fucking with all the new artists too.
And they're fucking with all the new artists too. Orlando don't got that, bro. Not yet.
Like, you hear about the stories with Lil Baby. Like, Young Thug was fucking with him when Lil Baby wasn't even making music. Like, like I heard stories where Young Thug would give Lil Baby like how much money he would make in the trap just so he wouldn't trap that day.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy.
Shit like that, bro. Like, that's really where I want to go with my career, bro. It's like I want to be that building block that
the one
brings
fucking with
the whole city together, bro. Like, I want to fuck with the little dudes and the big dudes, you know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that we start networking together, because we got it, bro. We got it out here. That's something I've known since I moved out here, bro. But
you're right, the networking is not the same. Yeah. And I haven't been there, but I heard it is very tapped in.
You can see it. Look at the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's one thing we don't got out here, bro. I feel like people got a little too much pride sometimes, and once you can step off that pedestal that you got of yourself, yeah, that's when you start building, bro. I mean, shit, I don't know everything.
Yeah,
you don't know everything.
Yeah,
nobody out here know everything. Like, there's something you can learn from every single person.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to realize.
Yeah,
too.
so like,
even if it's some little shit, like some like you can learn stuff from the fucking like old ass like people who just work jobs that you just talk to, you know. The people who've been working their whole life.
Yep, that's a fact. Yeah, you can learn from other people's mistakes too. You know
yeah, that's another thing. I learned from their mistakes. Like, bro, how do I not work for my whole life?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just feel like Orlando. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people think they already got shit figured out. Especially artists.
Yeah.
Out here, they think that they're the hottest shit out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give themselves room to grow because you so stuck in your mind and think that you already got it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, shit. That's why I'm in school right now. You know what I mean? I told you before we started this, I'm going for digital music production. That's partially to show, which is kind of fucking stupid, bro. But it's partially to show, like, when I do start my studio, that
you're certified.
Exactly.
Actually, that's a good point. Because you could probably open a studio without that, but I think it's better that you fucking have that paper on that wall. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get Opus in on this shit.
I think starting a studio and that'd be a great idea.
You feel me? He's the only other person that's ever really touched my voice like that. Him and Hendrix, they're the only other two people that I've ever trusted to mix my vocals properly, and they have. You know, and Noah. From the jump, bro, I noticed, like, this motherfucker smart as shit. Like, he know what he doing, and he's very fucking talented, bro.
We were talking about it just yesterday, but like he started fucking with that shit when he was super young. So like that's
probably younger than me.
Yeah, I think so. I can't even remember how old he said.
Like fucking early elementary school.
Yeah, like 8. So I mean that explains it.
You feel me?
Because he can like mix a variety of like types of vocals as well.
Oh yeah,
like trap beats, indie, all types of shit.
He makes all types of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That too. Yeah. That motherfucker definitely does not know what his sound is because
he all over the place.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which ain't necessarily a bad thing.
Nah.
Yeah.
He just be switching it up.
Like that.
We waiting on him to hone in his sound, drop a new project once he's ready.
I'm waiting on that motherfucker to hit my phone because he was supposed to be here today.
That boy flake.
Nah, the problem is he don't have a car, so like you know he's not as mobile.
He's not as come up with his new position though.
I know
he
needed 3 of us would have picked him up.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. He'll be here next time, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, maybe down the line, can we, you know,
tap in for one. I'm very appreciative of y'all having me on. This is definitely the interview that I've been waiting on. But I definitely want to come back in a few months and tell y'all about what I really got going on behind the scenes because there's stuff I'm definitely not talking about right now.
Hell yeah.
Well, you got a project coming?
I got a couple projects coming, bro. Yeah, me and my manager, Jorge, that's my dog. He a smart motherfucker. Him and I have been plotting. We got a couple things coming. I definitely want to open up on my R&B sound a little more. So that's been something I've been working on recently. Hopefully you'll see that coming out in the next few months.
I feel like that's the sound. We've talked about this before on the pod where like I feel like it's like almost stagnant with just the kind of, you know, overly hip hop or, you know, trap type music.
Yeah.
And or I guess like hyper pops now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the R&B's about to come back type shit, in my opinion. R&B and like indie.
You look at fucking you look at Brent.
Don Toliver even.
Yes. Like you look at a lot of artists now, R&B stuff. I feel like R&B gonna be around longer than hip hop. Honestly.
Shit, maybe.
I'll be honest with you, because like, look, at least from my perspective, think about where hip hop's going right now. Like you look at Plug and B and Plug and all hyper pop and shit like that. It's becoming more electronic, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like EDM has already got a very, very big presence. I could definitely see that being.
That's crazy that you said that because, like, yeah, I hear the same shit. Like we went to a Deadmau5 concert a couple days ago. Yeah, us and Noah, and just listening to all those like EDM tracks and then like going back and listening to rap. It's like they are kind of starting to get super intertwined with like just these high pitch like. it kind of sounds like EDM and somebody's rapping on it.
Exactly. Like I could definitely see that being the youth's new music in a couple of years, because I feel like all of us, we grew up on hip hop.
Yeah,
that was
like older shit though.
That was the number one. You know what I mean? But you see how the music's changing over time already. I feel like that's gonna kind of overshadow hip hop and all the shit really, and it's gonna play a big part in those genres too. Like it already has. You know, I can see that happening for sure.
Where are you trying to open a stew? Or like what?
Out here. I don't really know where yet.
Like, are you trying to like buy an office or something? Or?
Yeah, for the time being. I'm starting small. I mean, I definitely took a lot of inspiration from ZX3 and her tattoo shop. And
how'd she have her shit?
She I mean, that was always one of her long-term goals. She told me and all of us that a long time ago, but she just made it happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same with my homie Josh Tron. He's a barber.
Yeah.
Watching him, like we went to high school together. You feel me? This motherfucker is the same age as me, and he got his master's in barbering, and he opened up his own space. But that's not even really what he wanted to do. He wanted to shoot videos.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like he got a space though.
Yeah.
And I was like, opening up a studio has always been one of my long-term goals, but I figured it's obtainable now. Why not? You know?
Yeah, so especially what you going to school for.
Yeah, and it'll grow over time, bro. Like I'm trying to make it, like I said, though, I'm trying to make it more than just a studio, though, bro. I'm trying to make it a whole fucking community, really.
No, that's what, like, it's just fire, because, like, yeah, you can make it a community, and, yeah, you don't have to, like, fucking XXX profit off of, like, somebody that you're trying to fuck with that's coming up, you know, shit like that.
You feel me? That's the goal.
Because sometimes studios can be taxed. I mean, I haven't been there for, you know, recording myself, but
I feel like relationships are a lot more important than fucking making a quick buck off somebody.
Because you could still, like, if it's just a bunch of randoms that want to rent the space, you could do that. But if it's people that you're trying to network with and it's like all that, you see the mutual benefit.
Really, exactly. the door's open for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in due time.
Do you think that there's almost more of a space for that in Atlanta? Because I feel like you're right. Maybe networking is part of the issue. But do you think, like, the fact that Atlanta's more commercialized and Orlando's more touristy?
Yeah, for sure. That definitely does probably
it's a good point.
A pretty big part. I mean, I've been to studios out there, and it seems like they got new people coming through from all parts of the world every single day.
Trying to network.
One of the craziest parts about living in Atlanta for me was like for the first few months, I didn't know anybody from Atlanta. Like everybody that lived out there was from another fucking place, bro. Like, I ain't gonna say majority of people, but a lot of people out there are moving there. You know what I mean? For the same type of reasons that I was. So I feel like that's why it's such a big networking spot, because that's what everybody fucking went there to do. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing a lot more of that in Orlando now. Like coming back after 2 years and seeing where it's at now.
People are trying to start shit.
Bro, I'm seeing people move down here. And like part of me is like, why the fuck did you come here? But at the same time, I'm like, I'm glad you did, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hope that we don't get the Atlanta type traffic, bro.
Where it goes.
That shit sucked, bro. Atlanta traffic is nothing to play with.
Gets pretty shitty.
It does, bro, but it's nothing like 75.
Yeah. I've never been up there really, but I can
imagine. Actually, I
bro.
passed by, and yeah, the traffic was pretty bad.
Yeah. I feel like the East Coast, though, because there are a lot of people like leaving California and LA right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because like tax, COVID, so many different reasons. Crime's on like the worst it's ever been.
Yep.
I feel
I've
like
never been out there, so I don't really know. But I mean, I see it in the media, bro. You know,
yeah.
And I've heard what the fuck really be going on out there. So,
but I feel like at the same time, LA's almost been.
LA is crazy. That shit GTA. Bro.
I feel like the East Coast has been underlooked for like maybe like the past decade, especially like the Florida, maybe majority. Yeah, because Atlanta's got like the popping people, maybe like you say, because they network more.
I feel like they really didn't like have the popping people until like maybe like 5 years ago, though.
Yeah,
like they had fucking big artists out there. Don't get me wrong, fucking T.I., 2 Chainz, all them boys. But at the same time, like now, I feel like majority of the hip hop industry is either fucking Atlanta or New York.
Yeah,
and
then we just need Florida to come up because we only have a handful of people that are like nationally known. I feel like
you notice what you just said though. Florida, there's not just one city, bro. That's the thing about Florida, bro. Is like
it's so big.
It's so fucking big for one thing, but I feel like our artists out here, they're not all just coming from one city. Like they're not all just coming from Miami or Tampa or Orlando. Like the whole state.
Yeah, Jacksonville too. Yeah. That's another one.
Maybe it's just because people have this perception of us being crazy as fuck, and like we kind of
Right.
are, but at the same time,
We're definitely different from everybody else in the country.
Yeah.
I don't know how though. If it's the water or what it
does
is.
just feel like some sort of like paradox.
Florida is the highest vibrating place in the United States, like the actual states connecting.
What do you mean vibrating?
Like we run on the highest vibration.
Oh, really?
In the world, yeah.
Maybe that's
not in the world, but in the U.S. Other than Hawaii, but that's
damn.
fucking
That's
island,
interesting.
so.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Maybe that has something to do with why the fuck we're all so crazy.
Maybe.
You feel me?
Because it is like, I feel like well known.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like almost like a consistent issue.
I don't think it's
No.
Not issue,
but
but
we
like
definitely got
consistent
crazy
pattern.
people.
Yeah. But I feel like another big part of that is Florida's got public records. So
You think
see
that plays?
100,
because
bro.
no one wants to sign someone who's such an issue, maybe if they have a record?
Nah, not even just that, bro. But fucking all of our records are public. So you go on Instagram, you see Florida man.
Not every state
does
has
some
that.
crazy.
No, people don't know that that's the main reason we have Florida man is
Florida
because our
man.
records are public.
Bro, I don't really want to dive too much into this, but I was a Florida man. Like I had a fucked up little shit out there. Yeah, so like it can happen to anybody.
Literally, that's how
you don't gotta
crazy.
you don't gotta do nothing too crazy to fucking end up there
Because the media is trying to report on everything.
if someone says that you did some shit and you get arrested for it, the media is just gonna say you did it
Because it's on paper.
because it's on paper. You feel me? Exactly. Yeah.
But how do you think that affects the music industry more so?
I don't know. I don't really think it does too much. Maybe people look at us like we're crazy in that sense. So,
Just because of that Florida man
yeah.
shit?
So when people listen to the music, they're like, "Damn, this
Yeah.
motherfucker from Florida." But the whole time we ain't the only crazy. fucking
Nah,
place.
definitely
Not at
not.
all.
Definitely not.
Crazy shit be happening in every state.
Yeah, for sure. Some more than others though. Like,
No, for sure.
y'all ever been in New York?
Yeah,
A
but
couple times.
My sister lived out there.
I never
For
seen
one,
no crazy shit.
For one, I hear the stories, but I went out there for the first time as an adult in October of last year, so about a year ago. But like, bro, I hop off the subway. For one, I got lost in Penn Station. And I didn't get lost in Penn Station, but I got lost in the subway for like the first hour I was out there, right? Bro, it's so different out there compared to down here. Maybe we just got that Southern hospitality, but I noticed people are a lot more aggressive out
They
there.
are.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot more fighting words. You feel me? I definitely wanted to smack the shit out of some people in the airport, to say the least. But I get off the fucking plane, hop on the subway. My sister's like, "Yo, go to Penn Station, New York." I'm like, okay. I ended up in Penn Station, Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, and so it took me an hour to get back. As soon as I hop off the train, though, we walking up the fucking steps of the subway. And there's a lot of fucking people in New York, bro. You are shoulder to shoulder with motherfuckers, for real. Especially in like the heart of the city where I was at. I'm in Penn Station, right? I walk up the steps and there's a lady laying there on the ground, like foam from the mouth, pale as shit. But everybody else is keeping it moving, so I just kept it moving, bro. But that shit stuck with me. I was like, yeah, that shit happened out here. Somebody gonna stop. You know what I mean?
People mind their business up there.
People mind their fucking business out there. Exactly.
Yeah.
People mind their business out here too, but that's because they don't want to get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
they can't tote up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they do though.
They do,
but out there it's more just like there's so many fucking people you don't got the time to worry about everybody around you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Everybody's
what I
doing
think.
their own thing, like all together.
Yeah, hearing some of the stories that like my friends from New York have compared to like down here, it's definitely different. There's crazy shit that happen out here too. Don't get me wrong, but it's different.
It's
shit.
different shit
You know
down
what I mean?
or up there.
Yeah,
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite song recording on the Indigo EP?
On Indigo,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what songs I got on Indigo. Hold on.
It's like Ladders. The second one's fire. It's like something Existence. I can't remember. And
Excuse My Absence.
Excuse My Absence, and then XO in My Styrofoam.
That was a fun one.
That one's fire. 407 in Atlanta, and then
That one was fun too.
Yeah, that one's fire.
It's funny because like all these songs were recorded like in different places almost. Like almost all of them were recorded in a different spot. But
Same time frame.
no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I had XO on My Styrofoam since I dropped Lord Forgive Me I'm a Sinner. I just didn't put a verse on it until years later.
Damn.
Like my homie Radar, he put the hook down, and I told him I was gonna record later, and I just kept it for a minute, but it felt right to drop it with that tape.
Yeah,
So
it sounded
I
good
put
with
some
the
shit
tape.
down. Yep. But as far as like the most my favorite one to record on there, I don't know, because 4:07 a.m. in Atlanta was when I first moved out there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of me talking about shit I had going on.
Was it actually at 4 in the morning?
It's somewhere around there.
Yeah,
it was late, but I said the 4:07 a.m. because that's
4:07. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
I know.
But I say the most fun one for me, or the most important one on that shit was probably "Excuse My Absence," and that's probably the one that did the best on there too.
It's pretty fire. Yeah, it did do the best.
But I just came out of like a month-long writer's block with that song, and like I really didn't think much of it making it. I just sat down that night and I was like, yo, I need to record. Like I've waited too fucking long. I like wrote little shit and stuff, but it wasn't anything that I was actually proud of, you know. But I made that shit. I freestyled that whole song in probably about 15-20 minutes, punching verses, you know, and sent it to my manager and my homies and shit, and they were like, bro, you did something with this one.
Yeah.
And that song definitely did open a lot of doors for me. So I say that one.
Hell yeah.
That one or Diamond Rings, because Diamond Rings, I was just having fun. I was
yeah, that's the hype song.
Yeah, I was just in my first apartment out there. I actually recorded, because it's like basically a 2-part song. I recorded them on different days. But the Diamond Rings part, bro, that shit was fun as hell to record. Like I don't know what got into me that night, but I was in that bitch like,
really?
Just punching in, fucking
that's
saying whatever the fuck came to my mind.
No, the song's fire.
Yeah, I definitely said some shit in that song I wouldn't normally say on a.
Yeah.
I said some shit like, give my protons hydrocodone, now I'm smart as Jimmy Neutron.
That
like,
shit
I don't know
fire.
why I said that shit, but it was funny, and I was like, outside the box. So
yeah,
that one was fun too. That was just a fun tape, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a good, like, it definitely expanded your sound for sure.
Definitely. It developed it, but I'm hoping with the next 2 projects that I'm having come out that I'll really like master the type of sound that I'm trying to go for.
For sure.
Yeah. It's hard for me to put a pinpoint on exactly my artist persona, and I know that's such a big fucking part of it, because it's like a lot of it just has to do with who the fuck I really am as a person, you know? But like a lot of what I put out is definitely a darker side of my mind, I'd say. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Especially with that tape.
Strongest psychedelic experience.
I don't do drugs, my boy. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. But like spiritual experiences at least. Had a lot of those, just like epiphanies and shit like that. Like I hear about the type of shit that be going on with that. With psychedelic experiences, and I feel like I'll just naturally get that type of shit, you know? Yeah. Just like a Nirvana feeling.
Yeah. Just naturally spiritual.
Yeah, especially when I'm out here, bro. Like back home. Like I'll definitely have a lot of moments I'll dive so deep in my head.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Yeah, I feel
real Nirvana, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just digging deep in your head.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Where'd you go? Bathroom, get some water.
Heard that.
You got any more questions?
So you've been mixing since pretty much the start, right?
Yep.
And then I guess 2-part questions, like, what do you think of your past mixing? Because I feel like people definitely
That's a good question.
reflect back and are like, damn, I've learned like 20 different things. This is what was I thinking at the first song?
Yeah.
And then do you think now that like when you get the studio, you think you'd be like,
look back on the shit I'm already making?
or could you like mix other people's stuff? I guess.
I already do.
Okay.
I've been doing like stew time for people, especially in Atlanta. I definitely had a couple artists out there that I worked with. Also wrote songs for people out there. Shit, just like trying to cover all aspects of what I have to bring to the table. Out there. But as far as my engineering when I was younger, like I feel like a lot of it honestly had to do with money, because like I kind of had an idea of like what I wanted my sound to sound like initially. You know what I mean? But when I got the money and I found the plugins and the resources and shit and fully mastered everything, as well as the education behind it, learning equalizers, compressors, gates, all types of shit like that. But once I had the money for it, it just became a lot more natural, a lot easier.
What are 3 plugins you consider essential? Because there is like, you can learn as much as you can with free stuff, but eventually you do maybe need like the proper auto tune.
Waves in general is a great company. their real-time auto-tune definitely plays a big part on my mixing, just because it's so fucking quick to throw it in there and make your shit sound like an angel. You know what I mean? But Renaissance compressors are a big thing, bringing out more of your voice, and equalizers, of course, just because that's what shapes the audio essentially, you know. And I feel like that's one of the fucking hardest things to learn as an engineer, is like how to actually properly use an equalizer. Yeah. Knowing what to cut out, what to put in, shit like that.
Depending on like what the song is, what the beat's like.
That's the thing.
The different layers.
I see so many artists nowadays just having like a saved preset and putting it on every song.
Mm-hmm. And what, you think it should be different for how the song sounds?
I think you should have like a general base of where you want your voice to be, but I fuck with everything.
Do you use presets?
Sometimes, yeah. There's times where like I'll make a song that's so out of the box that I'll have to start from scratch. Mm-hmm. But I usually almost always start with preset, yeah, and then adjust it accordingly. You know,
I honestly thought people would like. I mean, granted, he was like 16, but Suicide, who was like technically the biggest artist I've had on so far, he was like, yeah, just use presets, and yeah, maybe I'll like change it.
Yeah,
depending on what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it definitely speeds up the process a lot. Yeah, which is important with mixing, because mixing takes time for one thing.
He said he was putting like 80 something layers on his songs.
Oh yeah,
that shit's crazy.
That shit blew my mind.
Like, think about fucking big ass studios. You see that whole mixing board?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That shit goes forever.
They're doing too. Yeah,
I can't imagine that shit on a home studio though.
DAWs are amazing. You know, like FL, you can have fucking 100 different fucking channels in there to help with that. But yeah, mixing to learn takes time. It takes a lot of time. I didn't really feel like I was good at it until probably about a year ago.
Damn.
After that long. You know?
Yeah,
like a few years.
Yeah. At the time though, I did. When I was mixing back then, I thought I was the nicest motherfucker out here with that type of shit. But
you feel like you kind of are starting to hone it in.
Yeah, and I know there's still a lot more I can learn too.
Yeah, for sure. Future goals.
Stu.
Provide. Well, that too. If you're talking like actual things, really get a roll on my vintage business, my candle business, my studio for one thing, as well as being a full-time recording artist and family man. You know,
yeah, that candle business shit is crazy because
you wouldn't expect it from me.
Yeah, well, not only that, but like you said, what it was like vegan coconut something, like
vegan coconut soy wax.
That usually that sounds like the most natural. Like somebody would pay fucking $15 for that probably. Yeah. And it probably smells good.
More than that.
That's and so I mean, you down to talk about it right now, or you want me to talk about it? Well, how do you make the material? Like, do you order the materials and then you smelt it together?
I order through most materials through like name brand companies, and then I put my own little spin on it. So that's what's making it easier for me right now. And it's a low budget, high profit margin, so it's working. You know what I mean?
Like, you don't have like a wrap or anything you put on the candle? You just sell it?
Labels and shit like that. Yeah, you gotta have that.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta have fucking fire warnings on the bottom of each candle. Your ass can get fucking sued. You feel me? So, yeah.
Do you sell them online or
not yet?
Oh, okay. So
that's kind of the brand. That's kind of the branding behind it. Is just like locally branded at the moment.
Honestly, that's good though.
If you Orlando, Florida, you know, so that's the shit behind it. But back to my goals, like I just want to fucking be comfortable, bro. You know, because I done spent a lot of my life not comfortable.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that all my people are good and that my city's good and that I'm good.
Nah, that's number one, bro. Yeah, like just working on like finding stability. Like that's really like, like you do that and then you go and you keep moving.
Yeah, and I've definitely found a lot of comfort in books that I've been reading. Reading about that and developing your mind and your perception of the world, because I really do believe the perception is spiritual, bro. Like seeing the glass fucking half full. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah. I looked at the glass.
No. You're right though.
Life is just ups and downs, and like you're gonna have to expect the downs, and it's all just about how you look at them.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they're gonna come no matter what.
Because like thinking back on and this really just applies to our whole fucking generation. Like we didn't grow up in the best fucking times. We
like
gone
the
through
era.
a whole global pandemic and shit like that. Like it's really easy to fall victim to depression and anxiety and shit.
We like even when we were coming up in like 08, 09, there was another recession back then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't necessarily have the easiest. I feel like I've seen a lot of our peers fucking fall victim to mental illness and shit like that, and like your perception of the world is a big part of that. I truly believe it.
Damn right.
Mental illness is a very fucking real thing, but
and mental health is important.
Yep, but how you go about your daily life and taking counteractive measures to prevent that type of shit can definitely fucking help. You know what I mean? Like 100%. not falling into drugs and shit that actually doesn't benefit you, but trying to develop your mind, you know?
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, I definitely did experience a lot of depression, a lot of fucking loneliness, a lot of anxiety. But growing up, you start to see healthy ways, not just through fucking taking prescription pills. I'm not talking no perks or no shit like that.
No,
like actual fucking
antidepressants
and shit like that. Like I done been on all that.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I think it's important. Like if you really need those, because some people are just truly so bipolar that they need it. But it's just, you know, it brings you to this like gray tone. Some people describe it as. Yeah. And I think it's important to try and do it naturally.
Yes, bro. Because that's what I felt through it. It was like I wasn't sad, but I wasn't really anything when I tried it. You know, I just felt kind of like a fucking walking dull body. Like no
that's
thoughts
crazy
going on up here. So like I believe that's
crazy.
Through your own fucking spiritual practice or religion or whatever you find comfort in, you know, learning more stuff about your brain is what's gonna help you more than anything.
For sure. Like for me personally, I think just like working out, getting sun, like putting my feet in the grass, like shit like that, like really just it does make me feel better.
I'm glad you said that, bro, because I do believe health is wealth.
Yeah,
kind of being a hypocrite right now.
I mean, hey, nicotine's not that bad of advice, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't do drugs, that's good.
Yeah, it's an addictive chemical though, for sure.
It is.
Working in smoke shops though, like you learn a lot more about fucking what's actually in these bitches. It's mostly like, I hope I say these right, but like propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and water. Yeah, and nicotine. And that's just not really too bad for you, bro. Like, that's shit that you consume in your foods every single day.
I feel like if you're buying those, like, ones at the gas stations that, like,
I think
might have other stuff
in it. I think chiefing it
bad.
When it's, like, on E for a long time, might be bad.
Yeah, whole time, though, like, all these bitches are coming from China.
Yeah, that's another thing. So, like,
we don't know what the fuck they're really putting in these shit, so.
Yeah,
but, like, real vape juice, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad for you. Of course, putting fucking anything in your body is gonna kill you over time. Yeah, fucking oxygen is gonna kill you over time. You know what I mean?
Smoking anything's bad, but shit.
Yeah.
Damn, I had something else to say.
What you got?
Can
I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, sure.
Where do you want to go with this podcast?
Posted on when I first even set up the studio. I wanted to have the biggest Orlando platform for hip hop, which granted, if I get to like 1,000 subs, I'll consider that like satisfying that goal. Because there's not too many Orlando platforms in the first place.
No.
I'm trying to think. I'm about to just pull that shit up.
That's a pretty good goal, though. Adam? I mean, to just be the best like co-host I can be, and just fucking.
Well, you're doing y'all both are doing a damn good job at it.
I mean, bro, I did research on you, like literally, like yesterday. I sat. Hold up.
I appreciate that for real.
Yeah, no, like I sat down for like a couple hours, looked through all your music, watched some music videos, like just to get a good like idea
understanding of everything. I appreciate that for real. Sure. And that's why the fuck y'all are gonna get to the places you want to and this shit, is because you actually give a fuck about who you're bringing on.
Yeah, and I think it's important to fuck with not only new artists, but he's right, there isn't a big like Orlando scene. So
the other thing was to bring exposure to the music and skate scene. In my opinion, like EDM, like we were saying, and like maybe indie music as well. Like having Suicide on was honestly fire.
Can I throw you another idea? Cars, bro. Cars.
There's a whole car scene out here, bro.
Jacob is like a mechanic. He came to Deadmau5 with us eventually. Once I have the money, I got a few plans, like a mini ramp in the backyard to film content on with Opus.
That's lit.
And then hopefully buy a project car, like a 350, and then work with Jacob to make other videos.
Word.
But
then
yeah, there's
hosting
a whole like
show.
Orlando card scene out
I'm
here.
gonna host a show at the skate park soon as well.
Word. Let me know when that is, because I'd like to pull up to that. That
For
sounds
sure.
fun. Have y'all ever thought about like live record, or not live, but like live sessions for like artists to perform songs on here?
For sure. That's why I damn near bought like all the setup that we can have live audio. We could play beats through this so you could hear them. I eventually want to have people like freestyle if they're
Word.
down for it.
Word.
I'm gonna have a whole like, I got a guitar, bass. I need a drum set, and then I'll
Okay.
have enough because I have bands planned to come through for
Word.
interviews, and I want to be able to have them like do a little demonstration and shit.
That's lit, bro.
It would be cool to have a little performance.
That shit
Nah,
would
for
be
real.
lit.
And then once we have the mini ramp, if there is someone who's like I plan to host shows here too, damn near. And then if they want to film some shit like it's on a stage or something.
Well, when you're ready to get started on that, let me know, because I'm sure we could definitely get a scene here. You know?
For sure.
We got a green screen too.
I saw that.
Yeah. We got to flick up.
You got the
Do the
space for
proper
it.
one.
You got the space for all that shit.
I know the location's got like, the backyard's like a quarter acre or some shit.
Word.
Or like the whole property's a half.
That's lit.
Yeah.
You got a spot here, bro. And I see the vision. And that's why the fuck I wanted to come on this shit. I was waiting on you to ask me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Hendrix was like, bro, you got to have them come through. And I was like, shit, I need people for this week. I'm just trying to stay consistent. So I was just waiting until I had a slow week.
Yeah, that's like
you
really
come
the
through.
main focus. Like, we also do the weekly podcast with Noah, so we're really just trying to like be consistent and see where it goes.
Heard that.
I think I was listening to a comedian's podcast, and he was talking about how you really just need like a catalog of material, and then you can have a small moment that blows up, and then that'll get you the attention you need. And as long as you have that like catalog, you're staying consistent. I feel like that'll.
Word. Have you thought about like clipping this shit and putting it on TikTok?
I've done a couple.
Okay.
It's trying to stay motivated on the grind.
I get you.
I'm trying to hold myself to like a clip a day soon.
I'll tell you, bro.
That shit helps.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
YouTube Shorts.
But I'll tell you one thing about TikTok. They do shadow ban a lot of accounts like off rip, like the second you make them. So
Really? Why?
yeah, I couldn't fucking tell you why. But like I had a TikTok account. I ain't gonna talk about the type of content I was posting on there because that has really nothing to do with what the fuck I actually got going on. I was kind of scheming some shit.
Yeah.
But I gained like 6,000 followers overnight. Had a video do like 200,000 views, but it took me a couple accounts making a couple accounts to finally get one like that. So really, for like not just you but any fucking entertainment platform out there, like make a couple accounts, post the clip, and one of them's gonna pop.
I have 2 right now just because that's what like having a brand like hostile synergy and then Sin for You is just 2 accounts. That way I can damn near post half of the stuff that's the same.
Word.
To both of them.
And
One of them already is on TikTok like significantly more. Like it's not even a lot of views, but it's still definitely double or more than the other account.
Word.
That's interesting. I don't know why they do that shit.
I don't either. TikTok algorithm is really weird, bro.
Damn.
But it's also lit, Like people have definitely become overnight sensations since TikTok has been out, A lot of fucking people.
Facts.
And everything, bro. Like I feel like the cool thing about TikTok is like you can be into anything and find a
niche.
for you through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can talk about
Because everybody's on
Gary
that.
Vee be talking about this shit. Like you can talk about pillows on that bitch.
You can talk about cars.
or anything.
Literally,
bro, and you'll find an audience.
You
for
could
it
probably
out
talk
there
about
somewhere.
just this shit.
Yeah.
Like
Audio.
Yeah, audio, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not really too educated
I'm
on
not
it.
joking when I say you could talk about your favorite kind of lamps. I guarantee you there's people out there that would listen
I
to
bet
that
you
shit.
get a couple
Facts.
thousand views from.
Yeah.
It's really just if you actually have a passion for the work you're creating.
Yeah, that too.
Talk about what the fuck you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I definitely do want to get into that once I can get these businesses rolling to the extent that I want them to. Like I'm just diving into being a fucking
multi-business entrepreneur. That shit is so fire. I like the candle thing. I like fire.
On God.
I'm just trying to find my niche, find shit that I like. Because I like candles, you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize the importance of them until I moved into my
I like
spot,
candles.
I like how my house smells when I got them bitches lit, and having a clean crib and then lighting the candle up makes you feel good. See, like that's just something that I took and was like, I could do something with this. I was drunk as fuck with my roommate, right? And I told him like, hey bro, I'm finna make candles.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I did the research and I'm doing it now. So
that shit's fire. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't overlook like ideas like that. Like sometimes people do have, maybe those drunk ideas, but then you wake up the next day and if you're sober,
Damn,
you're
I might
like,
have
yo,
had
wait,
something.
That really was a decent idea.
Yeah.
Shit, and sometimes you be having those and you don't even act on them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, people might
That's
just
true.
like put you down when you bring up the
Bro,
idea.
I hate that shit, bro. Because like I got so many friends, smart motherfuckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll have like a real deal multi-million-dollar idea, but they just don't do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I
You can't be
haven't
afraid.
had no multi-million-dollar idea, but I've definitely had some good, maybe like things that would probably go viral if I made a YouTube video about, like, you know, like maybe, if I go in public and do this or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if, you know, even though I probably should, to be honest.
You should.
You just
man.
gotta
I
throw
think-
shit at the wall. People
Yeah,
might be
throw
too
shit
scared
at
to
the
like
wall.
even pick up the shit to
Yes.
throw it.
Exactly.
Damn,
That's the thing is like,
you're right.
Because
People
the
too scared to even
successful
throw.
businessmen and entrepreneurs didn't like succeed on their first attempt either.
like me personally, I'm a big believer in what lasts will not come easy and what comes easy will not last, bro. So it's like, if you're the type of person that has the grit and the patience to fucking pursue an idea, eventually it's gonna work, bro. That's what's really gave me the confidence in the music shit over the years, bro. You know, it's like I haven't always had the buzz that I did at one point, but I was consistent, and I know one day something's gonna hit, bro. So it's one of the shits that I throw at the wall is gonna stick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's I truly believe that.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
then, you know, even if it doesn't, just keep throwing.
Keep throwing. Exactly. Yeah.
But even if you get like those small successes, like I was saying, like you have 4 small businesses that are kind of working, it's like that might be enough to like pay your bills, and then now you're like able to focus
the
more
goal,
on the
bro.
music.
I don't need to make millions tomorrow. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
Facts.
Just
I
need
don't
to
have a need for that
stability,
right now.
comfortability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a need for that right now. I just want to be able to be in control of my own life and live comfortably. You know?
Hell yeah.
I feel like that's everybody's goal, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people get too caught up.
Yeah, but like us, like we actually pursuing that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, we got to hold it down and do other things.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the time being.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as that shit sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of successful people say, like, yeah, you can't be like expect to not work a job or some shit if you're working on
Yeah,
it.
and that's when I realized, like, most fucking rich people, you know, they did work jobs. At least most successful people that I kind of look up to. That maybe not like, you know, millionaires who are born millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, of course.
There are a lot of like those people who just like
Yeah.
started with money and then they're just like
But then, dude, it's honestly like they're like the most spoiled people sometimes.
For sure.
But
Not all of them.
Not
Some
all
of
of them, but yeah, like I'm just thinking maybe like, you know, like super celebrity famous kids, you know, they just have never had to struggle for anything.
Like thinking about like Elon Musk, like the quote unquote richest person in the world, you know what I mean? Like he for one thing, he was born into money in a sense.
Yeah.
He came from his family had a big fucking part in the I want to say it was South African diamond trade.
Yeah. They had like an emerald thing or an
just gemstones, you know what I mean? But that motherfucker definitely created an empire for himself.
For sure.
Like yeah, money being born into money could definitely be a big factor of where the fuck you end up. But at the same time, there's people that have been born into money and fucked their whole lives up.
Yeah.
Facts.
I think maybe like it's okay if you're born with money and you kind of do. I mean, Elon Musk did it in like a very big scale, but you know, you just go out and make your own. Like it doesn't mean you have to live under, you know, your parents' money forever. Yeah. You can go out and do it yourself.
Would y'all live on Mars?
What? That's a good question.
It there, would y'all live on Mars one day?
Maybe one day. If I had money, let me just say that. If I was already successful and bored on Earth, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, no. There's a lot to conquer. There's a lot to conquer here. You know what I mean? Like at this point in time, like when I think about it, but I would love to be like, you know, one of the first people to be helping out on Mars, and then like hopefully, you know, I got a statue or my name or something, and then that
you want to be a pioneer.
Well, wouldn't that be cool?
That would be fucking cool. Yeah.
Because then eventually, like you know,
there's theories out there that humans existed on Mars before they were on Earth
because of the water shit, or what?
Because of water.
Yeah.
They believe there was a atmosphere that would have been breathable at one point. There's even like
that's crazy.
There's even fucking pictures from what are they called? Whatever the fucking flying shits in space are.
UFO?
No.
Satellite?
Satellites of like what people believe to be pyramids and like carved out faces of human-like creatures on Mars.
I don't know.
Wow.
People are too. I don't I mean, I'm not gonna say all that.
I don't know if I believe that.
Certain
I'm just
people
saying, yeah.
don't like even believe aliens are real, and I'm like, you're thinking
You're out
too
of your
small.
fucking
Like,
mind, yeah. You
there's
think we're the only shit here?
exactly.
Humble yourself.
That's a crazy thought, though. Is like, I mean, because I do believe in aliens, but it's the crazy thought thinking that we are the only thing here, and it is a coincidence.
That's
that
a little
we're here.
scarier than thinking there might be
For sure.
there.
For
Oh,
sure.
God.
Yeah.
But I could see that maybe like
But
like
atheists low-key
millions of
think that.
years ago, it was like Earth was uninhabitable. Maybe Mars was where the civilization and
Yeah,
solar
you know what I'm
system
saying?
was.
Maybe they fucked up.
What? And then we went
Maybe
back a
we-
planet.
Not even maybe like
we
life
almost
just
wiped out with the
developed.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, type shit.
But like they restarted all that shit and it just got lost in time.
We on some
Actually,
Joe Rogan shit.
Really? I'm not even high.
You got more questions, my boy?
Nah, bro. I think we touched up
Alright.
on everything.
You got any people in the O that you think are coming up? Who should people go listen to?
Too many people to count, bro. Honestly, fucking Young Kiddo, Hendrix, me, Opus, fucking more people than I can even list off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, and I definitely want to throw some of those people to you guys and hopefully have them on here. You know,
For
I
sure.
think that'd be good.
Oh my God.
Let's get this shit growing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely appreciate you for coming down.
I appreciate y'all having me, and I
Hell
hope I
yeah.
can be back in a few months to update y'all on what's going on in my life. There's a lot more I can talk about in a few months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bet. Yeah, everybody go stream Benji Cobain. We gonna link your shit.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Also go check out Weekly Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Previous interviews with Hendrix,
Like,
Scooby.
subscribe.
Comment.
Like,
We out.
subscribe.
We out.